On August the 25th of 2022, sister and mother Ava Muhammad of the Nation of Islam passed away. She was one of the national spokesmen for the Nation of Islam under the leadership of Minister Farrakhan, the Honorable Minister Farrakhan. And it's uncertain the cause of her death so far. So you have to excuse me, I'm a little shaken up by this because Sister Ava Muhammad was very important to me. You know, she's very sweet, very intelligent woman, and she wasn't just a great asset for the Nation of Islam, but she was a great asset for the community. And what I've noticed about her presence in the Black community was very balanced, because the information and her love and her compassion wasn't primarily mostly leaning upon the women in the community, but it leaned upon the males as well, the Black men as well. And may you rest in peace, sister. Assalamu alaikum. Now, this past Sunday, I ventured down to the Nation of Islam out here in Las Vegas, Mosque 75. Now, this is a mosque where back in the late 80s and early 90s, I had joined the Nation of Islam, and I was under the processing. You know, when you go through the classes and everything like that, and you learn about the organization and the religious aspects of it. I didn't get through the process because I didn't agree conclusively and wholeheartedly with the teachings. And so it was just a part of my journey of not giving myself to any religion. So it doesn't have anything to do with anything that might be perceived of me having anything against the Nation of Islam, because I don't, you know, and if I did, so what? You know, that's just the way it is. But for the record, I don't. And so due to the fact that I was so moved by Ava Muhammad's passing, I decided to go down there and spend some time with the brothers this past Sunday at Mosque 75. Now, once I got down there, when I was in there, I was under the leadership of a minister down there who went by the name of Albert Muhammad, who has passed away. And who replaced him was a brother under the name Minister Duke Muhammad, who was unsure of me at first. And it wasn't primarily his fault, because there's a brother down there who I'm going to eventually mention, who has this tendency of following me around or whispering in other people's ears in regards to me with this whole possibility of me being a government agent of, you know, the Nation of Islam and all of that nonsense. I wanted to see Minister Duke Muhammad, and there's a beautiful brother down there that is practically, I feel like, is a family member to me. His name is Wesley Muhammad. And I'm very close to Wesley Muhammad. And he's counseled me on a whole lot of things down there when I was down there having my discompatibilities with some brothers down there because of, you know, really the things down there that was very ignorant, you know, like my appearance, my hair texture, my odd complexion, and and all of those things, and my way of thinking, and just those type of things. But I wanted to see Minister Duke Muhammad because it had been so long since I've seen the brother, and I was told that he was dealing with some prostate cancer issues. And so for a long time, I've wanted to sit down and talk to Minister Duke Muhammad, to express my apologies to him for not going all the way through with the processing of me becoming a Muslim down there, because he had even though he was kind of skeptical of me, Minister Duke Muhammad, through time, understood my value if I went forward towards the Nation of Islam and became a registered member, receiving my X and everything. And so when I left, he was very disappointed. And so there was some times to where whenever I would come around, he would feel comfortable, and then sometimes he would feel uncomfortable, so it was inconsistent, and that's a normality when it comes to us as human beings. You have someone who you have confidence in, and you admire them, and you highly respect them, and you see their value, and you want them to come on board, and it just seems like they are unable to do it because of their destiny. And so sometimes you're going to have these mixed feelings towards them when they do make their presence known. And so I understood that. But at the same time, there was a brother down there under the name Gerald. He was always following me around and whispering in people's ears and things like that. But as time went on, I had stopped coming around for a long time because my life had made a whole lot of different changes. And, I was in a very complicated relationship with my son's mother. And it was just a whole lot of things going on that I really don't need to get into, because I don't want to go too far off the primary subject right here. Plus, I don't want this video to be long. But so as time went on, I had heard that Minister Duke Muhammad was dealing with prostate cancer. And so through Brother Wesley, I wanted to talk to Minister Duke Muhammad. And as I said before, I wanted to express my apologies for, I felt like I disappointed him by not going through with the process. And so this past Sunday, I wanted to see if I could sit with Minister Duke Muhammad face to face, along with Brother Wesley being present, to get the chance to express my apologies to him. But when I went down there, I found out that Minister Duke Muhammad had moved to Atlanta, Georgia during this time in his life in order to be around his kids and more so his family. So I missed that opportunity, especially considering not too long ago I was in Atlanta, Georgia. And so when I went into mosque, I went through the normal processing, when they check you for weapons and everything, to make certain that everyone is safe. And I reconnected with a whole lot of brothers who remembered me, and some of them I didn't even remember them. I had to look at them once, twice, or 3 times. But it made me feel good that a lot of the brothers down there welcomed me. And it was even one down there, Brother Anthony Muhammad, had asked me, don't you have your eggs? And, and I told him, no, I didn't get through with the processing and everything. So it's like, there's some brothers down there who still welcomed me with open arms and everything. But like I say, it was that one who has always made his presence known, to me. And, it just keeps reminding me that regardless of the very, just a handful of people who are actually human beings who show you love, compassion, and kindness, whether they look at you as a Muslim or non-Muslim, or he didn't finish the process, or anything of that nature, they still understand the basic principles of being a Muslim is first being a human being. And so this is how you come in contact with brothers who still show you love, who still show you respect, who still show you compassion. And those brothers are manifesting themselves as Muslims, to my point of view. And so as time went on, I sat down, and after, I would say 30 minutes into the sermon, they have a new minister down there. And so about 20 minutes into the sermon, the way that people started becoming positioned was letting me know that they're still watching. Now here's a new minister, and then I look to my left because I'm blind in my left eye. So if my eye seems like it's like going in the other direction, it only means that I'm blind in my left eye. So I can't see anything out of the side. And so 20 minutes into the sermon, there was a younger Muslim brother. He sat next to me, and he was sitting at the end. And so when one brother got up and left for whatever reason, in the Nation of Islam, if you're sitting next to someone, preferably on your right side, and if they get up, you're supposed to get up and take the seat that person was sitting in, to imply everyone sitting together. As far as unity is concerned, and getting used to sitting close to your brother is in the sense of unity, because we as Black men, we've been through so many things where, I don't know, the trials and the struggles have created a void in between us. And so the Nation of Islam wants everyone to get back used to sitting very close to one another in terms of love is concerned. And so I happen to look to my left. I have to look to my left. There's Brother Jerry sitting there on the other side of the next brother who was sitting next to me. Now, previously, when I was in the Nation of Islam, this brother was always following me around. One time I went into the restroom to use the restroom. He came in there, asking me questions and stuff like that. To me, that's just ignorant. This whole government agent thing, simply because you look a certain way, or you speak a certain way, or your vocabulary is at a certain level. You have to, you're looked upon as a threat to the Nation of Islam. I won't say to the Nation of Islam. I have to correct, but certain brothers listen to you, and they see the way you are. They see your what is called inconsistencies, because you're a thinking man, and so you come and go. Because you have to make up your mind if you're going to give yourself 100% to something. And so the way that everybody was positioned, it made me feel like I'm like, okay, now I see really nothing has changed down here. And I'm dealing with the same person that's obviously going around whispering in everyone's ear. I wanted to meet the new minister, to ask him, is there anything that I can do to help? Even though I don't have any intentions on going through the process, because a man like myself, I can't be involved in any religious institution to where it has barriers, simply because you're a member, but I can be a friend, because if I have to collaborate with the Nation of Islam in order to help the Black community and the community as a whole, then I don't mind doing that, as long as it's for the good of humanity. But obviously, there's some things down there at the Nation of Islam that haven't changed. Now, this is not a thing that is strictly against the Nation of Islam as a religious institution. It just showed me that after so many years, nothing has changed down there. And I wanted to meet the minister, and I can tell through his whole sermon, a lot of the Muslim ministers that I've met, when they recognize someone in the audience, they usually give you eye contact, and he didn't give me any eye contact. It's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. But like I said, considering how everyone was positioned around me, it just reminded me of the nonsense that I go through every time I go down there to the Nation of Islam. And so I after the sermon and everything was over, they showed us, or at least they tried to show us a video paying a tribute to Sister Ava Muhammad. And so after that, I wanted to meet the minister, and I didn't get a chance to meet him. And so I just left and I came home, and I went into meditation. I'm like, okay, now what is it about the Nation of Islam that I felt that I needed from these brothers? Well, it's the brotherhood thing that I've pretty much been after most of my life, because I don't have any brother. And so I have a stepbrother named Terrell, and he's been in and out of prison 80% of his life. And so I really don't have a relationship with him. But I have a lot of love and compassion in me for the Black community. All at the same time, a whole lot of that love and compassion comes from the fact that I've observed our struggle all of my life, which is unavoidable because I'm a Black man. And so by the Creator gifting me with a mind to where no matter what I apply it to, I can perceive things in a way to where I can be of a good service to whatever institution that I apply myself to. So I wanted to see if there was anything that I can do to help them service Las Vegas, because the title of the sermon was "Is the Nation of Islam Needed in Las Vegas?" That was the that was the title of the sermon. And so, along with me wanting to spend time with them, so I can help them pay respects to Sister Ava Muhammad, that is what I had to deal with. So when I left and I went into meditation, and it helped me understand that you desire brotherhood with the Nation of Islam because you perceive these guys as trying to live right. And so, and they profess themselves to want to be brothers and everything, but it's really not much of a distinction of the Christian community, because if you're a Christian, then I'll call you Brother David. But if you're not, a Christian, I'll just call you David, but down there, it seems like unless you are a part of the institution, you're respected. And I experienced the similar things when I was out in Georgia, and I came in contact with some Jehovah's Witnesses who I grew close to mistakenly. And I say mistakenly because a lot of religious institutions will try to gain a closeness and a friendship with you with the intent of trying to convert you into their institutions. But what I've noticed, that the moment you show a disinterest in joining their institutions, it seems like the whole approach of becoming friends with you and brothers with you is pretty much just gone. And you're just a human being. You're reaching out to them. You just trying to be a good human being, a good brother and a good friend to people. And this is one of the primary reasons why I always tell people that religion has done nothing but separate the human family. And it really doesn't matter if you are a Muslim. It doesn't matter if you're a Christian. It doesn't matter if you're a Jehovah's Witness or anything else. If you do not understand what it means to be a human being, you won't be able to be that Muslim. You will not be able to be that Christian, and you will not be able to be that Jehovah's Witness. Because if you don't understand or know how to be a human being, you will not be able to be this Christ-like status. You will not be able to fulfill the meaning of a Muslim, which is one who submits to do the will of God. You have to be a human being to fulfill all of those things. You will not be able to be a witness of Jehovah God unless you understand what it means to be a human being. So if you don't understand what it means to be a human being, then you won't be able to communicate with people effectively based upon your religious teachings and the religious principles within those teachings. But I just wanted to make this video right quick. But Sister Ava Muhammad meant a lot to me. I mean, she meant a lot to me, and a lot of her sermons are right here on YouTube if you want to observe them, And so this is not a jab at the Nation of Islam. And if you perceive it as that, I don't care. You're not going to do anything. You're not going to do anything to me. I'm not worried about anyone. But the whole thing is, it is very disappointing. But where after so many years, this same person is always up under you, and it just made me think of the words of Brother Malcolm X, the late Brother Malcolm X, when he said the Nation of Islam is one of the greatest institutions ever created for Black people, and niggas just messed it up. And so I would encourage other brothers in the Nation of Islam who are there for really to help build themselves first, and to help build the Black community. Whether you come in contact with brothers who are your age, younger, or even older, to continue to understand exactly what it means to be a human being, so that you will understand the very virtue of what it means to be a Muslim based upon the teaching of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And so I send out my love and my respect to my 75 out here in Las Vegas. And regardless of those down there who don't want me there, who would rather me not come around, sorry, I'm going to disappoint you, because I'm going to come around, because there's some brothers down there that I'm very close to. And as long as you respect me, then I'm going to continue to respect you. And so with all of that being said, I have to go. And rest in peace, Sister Ava. Rest in peace.